Hey guys, it's Robyn, your independent Scentsy consultant. Welcome back and welcome if you're new. Today I have got what I've been warming, and we have got a little bit of Scentsy here today, but I would say it's like more vendor wax today, which is probably the first time that's ever happened. So we have got a whole bunch of stuff here. I haven't done one of these in I think a couple weeks now. Is that right? I don't know. I've been through a lot of wax lately though, so I was very fortunate to have a couple lovely viewer friends send me some vendor wax to try, so I have been working my way through that. I've also been working my way through some of my Scentsy stuff from my melting basket for this month. And yeah, I've been doing a lot of melting. So I have got a lot to share with you today. Before we jump in, I just want to say thank you so much for all of your subscriptions and likes and comments and interaction over the time I've been doing this. I'm so happy to have hit 2,000 subscribers over the last week or so, and that is thanks to you guys. So thank you so much for coming and staying and subscribing and keeping coming back. So thank you so much. I also wanted to just touch on a timely thing for what's coming up right now. So as I'm filming this, it's Sunday, so tomorrow, Monday, which will probably be when this goes up, the Enliven the Senses bundle is going up, and in that is going to be the Desert Bloom warmer. It's a standard element warmer. That is a very good warmer. That is the one I've actually had in my bedroom, and that's the only warmer I use in my bedroom, and I have since it came out. So that is a very good warmer. It's nice because it's an element warmer. It looks like kind of like a lotus flower or a succulent plant, and it does quite well. So that is the one we use in our bedroom. I really like it. It does not cast a light, which is perfect for a bedroom. You get that, you get a sun-kissed citrus fragrance flower, and you get one cotton cleanup, not a pack, but like one cotton cleanup to try, and you get like 8 or 9 bars of wax. I'll put below what the waxes are, but I know you get like Welcome Home, White Amber and Teak, I think Squeeze the Day, Vanilla Bean Buttercream. They have a whole bunch. They took like the best sellers from each category and put it together, so it's a perfect bundle to gift to someone who doesn't have a lot of Scentsy or who doesn't have a warmer, or to just, if you're newer to Scentsy yourself, get it and try a little bit of everything, and it's a really good deal. So it's $60 US for that bundle, or $79 Canadian, plus tax and shipping for your area. But yeah, that will be available Monday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time while supplies last. We've been told they are well stocked, but that it very well may sell out before the week is up. It is available for a week or while supplies last. So there is that, just so you're aware. It is a smoking good deal, like fantastic deal. So if you're on the market for a warmer, or you've been eyeing up the Desert Bloom warmer, I would highly recommend it. I love that warmer. I'm not going to get the bundle myself just because I do have that warmer and I have all of those waxes. But if you don't have it and you're like wanting to expand your wax collection and like try out some new scents that you might not otherwise try, I think it's a really good way to do that. Now we will hop into what I've been warming and how it did in my home. And as I said, if you're here for Scentsy, I would just maybe hop out and watch the next video. This is, I would say, like 60% or maybe 70% vendor wax. There is some Scentsy here, but there's a significant amount of vendor wax. If you're not into that kind of thing, I get it. What happened was, like I said, I had some wonderful gifts from some amazing friends, and then also it's March. And March is a weird melting month because it's not spring. It's not really quite winter. I mean, it's technically winter. There's still like a good foot of snow outside, but it is getting to like above freezing in the daytime now. So it's starting to melt. It's not really like wintry. But it's not spring by any means. So I don't feel like fruity stuff so much. I don't really feel like my summery Scentsy scents, and I don't really feel like my Christmassy or wintry Scentsy scents. So what I'm doing is just enjoying a lot of vendor wax that seems like year-round appropriate or is right for the day. So that's what I've been doing, really kind of getting through some vendor wax, and I'm enjoying it immensely. So yeah, we'll start with my daughter's room because it's right here. The first thing I did was a Scentsy item. This is Violet Spun Sugar from the Easter bundle. And this one is like violet sugar, and I get like a lot of like musk or maybe amber here. There's like a perfuminess to it. Reminds me a lot of Starburst Sky, but with that kind of, that violet note is much more present in the beginning. The violet note does wear off more quickly than the rest of the scent, and so you're left with more of a Starburst Sky kind of feel after about a day. This one did well. This one goes for days in her bedroom, like 3-4 days. It lasts a really long time. I don't really care for it after about day 1 or 2 though. Whatever that musky note is left, I just don't love it. So while it does go for a long time, and we did leave it for a long time because we were busy and forgot to change it, it's not one I would recommend leaving for a long time unless you do happen to like that day 2 and on scent. But yeah, this one's okay. I have repurchased a bar, and then I think I'm good with this one. Like it, but it's not a love. Performs quite well. Then we have one that was a gift from my friend Emily. Emily has an Instagram account that is like mesmerizing. She takes like a camera and focuses it on her wax dishes and like lets it melt, and then she speeds it up so it like you can watch it melt quickly and start to like mix. It's really cool. It's mesmerizing. So her Instagram is emilyloveswax. I'll put that along the bottom so you can go check her out. But she was kind enough to send me a whole bunch of vendor wax to try out, because she orders like all kinds of vendor wax from everywhere. So she has lots of selection. She does use Scentsy as well, but she does a lot of vendor wax stuff too. So if you're interested in seeing wax melt pooling, like it's really interesting. So this is one that she had sent. This is Pink Pearberry Sangria from Waxy Taffy, which is a vendor I'd not heard of. But this one says it is the Pearberry Bath & Body Works type, Sangria, Valencia Orange, and Tropical Pineapple notes with a maraschino cherry on top. So this one is really good. It does remind me of like the Bath & Body Works Pearberry. It's a nice like kind of just all-purpose fruity scent, and it was really nice. My daughter loved it. We did it in her room. It came in like a 4-pack, so we did 2 of them in her room. And I would say that's equivalent to like maybe 3 Scentsy cubes, 2 of these. It's kind of fun because they're wrapped up like candy and they look like little saltwater taffies, but of course they're wax. But yeah, this was good. Performance I would say was about like maybe a 4 or 5 out of 10, and it did last about a day. So that was a nice one to try, and we will enjoy the rest of that for sure. The scent was the same as it was on warm as it was on cold. Just kind of a nice fruity scent. Yeah, like tropical fruity. It was nice. So there was that one. Then we did Big Bird's Birthday. This one was really good. This was from my friend Becky. This is a Sassy Girl aroma scent. This is cotton candy, lemon curd, and birthday cake. This one is just like a lovely lemon cake. Really liked this one. Yeah, that one is good. This one is like lemon cake, but it is like extra sweet. You do smell the cotton candy. It's kind of unique that way. I really like this one. I might repurchase that. I do see this one come up fairly regularly on Sassy Girls restock, so it must be a popular one. We really enjoyed that. I can't remember how long this lasted. I think it was a 1-dayer, but it was delicious. Then we tried from Simo wax melts. This is cappuccino, espresso, and cookie dough. And they're these really cute little like warmer shapes. So I did one of these little like shapes in her bedroom warmer, and she liked this one. I was surprised she picked this one for her room, because it is like it's a nice sweet coffee scent. I get more coffee than cookie dough though. So I was like, really? You want like a coffee scent in your room? But she was adamant she did. So we did that. It was good. I would say this was on the lighter side. And it might be because we used the Disney 20-watt bulb warmer, like the Princess Castle one. So it could just be that this does feel like a harder wax. It might just do better with hotter warmers. So that could be the case there. But this one did all right. Then bathrooms. We did all Scentsy for the bathrooms this week. We did some Angel Experiment 624, did 1 cube in the guest bathroom. Oh, this one's so good. This one is just like sparkly cotton candy, like sweet. I get like blue raspberry or like raspberry cotton candy. It's so good. I had done this in her room last video and loved it. So we did 1 cube in the bathroom, and it just didn't perform in there. It did really well in her room. Sometimes that bathroom is just hard to scent, and I don't know why. It's really small. There's no windows. It's in the middle of the house. It should be easy to scent, but it just, for whatever reason, doesn't seem to take wax well. I don't know. So it didn't perform well in our bathroom. It does perform well in other parts of our house, and that goes to show it really does pay off to try things in different rooms, in different warmers, different parts of your house, that sort of thing, because I know this bar does very well in other areas, and in the bathroom it just doesn't. Then we have Fuzzy Blanket. I finished up my bar. I was comfortable doing that because I know this is coming back in June in our next Bring Back My Bar. So this one kind of reminds me a little bit of like stargazing. It reminds me a lot of stargazing. It is kind of a powdery, like, I don't want to say laundry, because it is kind of laundry, but not in like the soapy way you would think. It's like, okay, it's like clean laundry that's just come out of the dryer and it's still hot. And it kind of smells like fabric softener, but hot. Like it smells hot still. This smells like that, like hot laundry, just out of the dryer. I really like this one. I will possibly put this in my club when the time comes. Possibly. I do have quite a stockpile of Stargazing. I love that one. I think if I had to pick, I might prefer Stargazing. It has more vanilla to my nose. But both of those bars, Stargazing and Fuzzy Blanket, last a very long time. This one went for like 3 days. And yeah, that's a good one. That's a really nice one. So this one does very beautifully in bedrooms. It did nicely in the bathrooms as well. I did 1 cube in each of our bathrooms and it went for days in both. But yes, I do know this one does well in the bedroom too. So that's a good performer. I recommend trying that. If you liked Stargazing and miss it, I would try Fuzzy Blanket when it comes back. If you really hated Stargazing, and Stargazing was a controversial scent, not everyone liked that one. I did, but not everyone did. If you hated Stargazing, there's a good chance you're not going to like this too. But I would love to know if you didn't like that one, if you do like this one, because they seem similar to my nose, but you never know. Then I did Marvel 9 Realms. I did 1 cube in each bathroom. This was nice. As far as masculine scents go, it was good. I don't know what that scent is, if it's the bergamot or if there's sage in here maybe. There's like an herbal note here that kind of made it nice. Yeah, maybe it's the lavender, like I don't know. I think there's lavender in this too. Whatever that herbal note was, it was very nice. It made this less harshly masculine and it made it one of my preferred cologne scents. If I'm going to do a cologne scent, this is a nice one. So I am happy to have a few more cubes of that. It's not one I'll probably repurchase, but I did enjoy it. And this one did all right, about average. I would say like a day, maybe 2 days tops, and about a medium strength in the bathrooms. Then I did Pear, Blossom, and Cucumber. This is from our most recent Bring Back My Bar. This one smells very perfumey. It smells like perfume. I think people say it was like Juicy Couture or Juicy Perfume or something like that. I'm not sure. This one, I don't know. I'm not a big fan personally. What does it smell like? It's a little aquatic. It's like a floral aquatic women's perfume. But there's a floral note in here that I don't care for. Maybe Pear Blossom, like I don't know. It kind of reminds me of, is it light blue? Like Dolce & Gabbana light blue, because that one I have a hard time with. And I think this is reminding me of that. The floral note's very similar. This one, luckily for me though, because I don't care for this scent all that much, luckily for me, I didn't actually smell it. So I did 1 cube in the guest bathroom. I never did smell it. Like, never smelled it. So I don't know what to say about performance on this one, besides the fact that it just wasn't a great performer in that bathroom. However, like I said, that bathroom's hard to scent. So it could be that this one would do well somewhere else. I'm not really keen to melt it anywhere else because I don't really want it to be warmed somewhere where I'm spending a lot of time. So for me, this one might be one that I actually just give away because it is a scent that I think a lot of people would like. It's just not one that we prefer. Again, it's fine. I think for like a nice spring perfumey scent, it's rather lovely. Performance-wise, it seems to struggle though. I remember it struggling the last time I warmed it too. In the office, I did 2 things. I did 2 cubes of Quiver. This is again from our most recent Bring Back My Bar. I quite like this one. This is like very much like Lush's Rose Jam. It's kind of a subdued, toned down rose. There's some cuddly notes here as well. It's really nice. Reminds me a lot of Rose Jam. This one did okay. It was like a day and a half, maybe 2 days. Maybe 2 days. And about a medium strength at peak. And it stayed at that strength for quite some time. So was happy with the performance on this one. I would say it was about an average performer. And scent appeal for me is not bad at all. I kind of like it. I didn't repurchase more. Like I said, I'm trying to be more choosy about my wax lately. But I do like this one. So glad I have a few more cubes. Then I did Almond Cookie Land. And I'm not sure who the vendor on this one is. This is one that my friend Emily had sent. I'm not sure what the vendor is, but it is Almond Cookie Land. It was like an almond extract kind of like bakery scent. It was mostly almond extract on cold. Yeah, but on warm, that cookie note came out more. It was rather pleasant. Pretty short-lived. It was like a 6 or 8 hour type scent, but a good medium strength while it lasted. Then in our bedroom, I did Pink Berry Fluff. This is again from the Easter bundle, and I did 4 cubes of this. So I had initially put 2 in, and was like, I can really almost not smell this at all, except for right beside the warmer. So I threw 2 more cubes in, and it got nice and like medium strength in the room. So sometimes you'll find that There's some scents where they go from like 2 out of 10 and then they go to like 6 out of 10 just by doubling the wax. So by doubling the wax, you actually get more than double the performance, if that makes sense. Because like if you doubled 2, it would be 4, but instead it became like 6. So yeah, this one is really pretty. This is like a cuddly, marshmallowy, sort of perfumey, powdery type scent. However, it's more just that cuddly, cozy marshmallow scent with a little bit of something feminine and cozy. On warm, that perfuminess seems to dissipate on warm mostly. So I really like this one. I did throw this in my club for now, and I'm not sure how long it'll stay there, but it's going to stay there for a little while because I really like this, and I kind of think this might get a lot better in strength on aging. So I'm going to see how this one does with some age. I'm really happy with it though so far, and I don't mind doubling the wax for scents like this. That works for me. I'm not okay with doubling wax on all scents, but for this one, I'll do it. Then my friend Narina had sent me some Teddy Bees wax. Now Teddy Bees is one that I've been meaning to try for quite some time and haven't. She seems to be hard to get because she's one of those ones where it's like the Hunger Games when she restocks. So my friend Narina had sent me some so I could see what I like and maybe order one of the next restocks. So this one is Pink Moon. This one is really pretty. What are the notes in this? I don't know. I haven't looked. But I would say like maybe there's something bakery here. There's a vanilla or cookies or something like that. And there's something a little bit like soft and perfumey too, especially on warm. There was almost like maybe an amber or like a musk or something that came out on warm. But this was really pretty. I quite enjoyed this. I would possibly repurchase this one. I have enough for another couple of warms there too. So that one was lovely. This one was about a day and a half, like 36 hours, and a nice medium strength too. So that is the one thing I really liked about Teddy Bees, is it does seem to be across the board from what I've tried so far, solid medium strength or above, and it does last a good like 24 to 48 hours. So I've enjoyed the performance of Teddy Bees so far. So that is Pink Moon. Then I did Pacific Sandalwood, finished up one of my bars. This one was from the International Collection a while back. We have not seen it as an option for voting for Bring Back My Bar ever. I hope we do one day because it's phenomenal. It's like creamy sandalwood and vanilla, and it's lovely. This is one again that you could double the wax. I don't because I'm trying to hoard it. So I use 2 cubes when I use it. It is a softer scent, but it's perfect. Like it's like the perfect backdrop scent to your life. What is happening? Okay, we're good. Some guy just like bolted by like carrying a small child, and I was like, what is happening? But no, like there's a whole family jogging behind him with dogs. He's just going ahead of them. So okay, we're good. Anyways, Pacific Sandalwood, one of my all-time favorite Scentsy scents. It's in my top 3 if it's not my favorite one. It's definitely my top 3. Love Pacific Sandalwood. It's so good. It is still available in Region 3. If you live in Australia or New Zealand, you can still get your hand on this in the catalog. But we have not seen it in Region 1 since it originally came out in that limited collection. So there is that one. Performance on that one is, it's like, it is light. Like I would say light medium at peak. It's one of those scents that's just kind of like a backdrop scent. Like it's like the backdrop to your life. It just smells so good. And it's like soft and comforting and clean and not overly anything. It's not too sweet. It's not too woodsy. It's not too like powdery. It's none of those things. It's just like this perfect balanced round smooth scent. Then I had done Scentsy's Whipped Vanilla Lavender. This was a Mother's Day scent from last year. This is one of the original bars from Mother's Day last year. It is available in the catalog now, so you can purchase fresh bars of it. This one is, I think, English lavender and vanilla. This one, I prefer French lavender. This one is kind of close to if you mixed simply vanilla with French lavender, which I like to do a lot. That's one of my favorite mixes. It's close to that. The lavender in this is a little bit different. This lavender is a bit more floral, whereas the French lavender is a bit more herbal astringent, and I prefer the herbal astringent over the floral lavender. It's a very subtle difference, like really subtle, but I think French lavender is just a little bit preferred for me. But I do enjoy the fact that you can just get this bar and have like a vanilla lavender together without having to mix it yourself. I think for most people that's going to be preferable. And yeah, I did enjoy this. It's on the light side. I think next time I would double the wax and do 4 cubes. This was a lighter bar for sure. And I think I get stronger performance when I do my mix of French lavender to simply vanilla. I do use 2 cubes of each. So I think I'll use 4 cubes of this next time and see if I can get a similar performance to French lavender mixed with simply vanilla. But overall, it was light. It did last a couple days though, and I did enjoy this one. Yeah, I'll try it with more wax next time to see, but I do like this. And I think if you like lavender, or if you're missing French lavender and you aren't putting it in a club where you can't get more, I would try whipped vanilla lavender. It's a good substitute if you like lavender and are missing it and you miss French lavender. Next we have Country Market Crafts. This is a Canadian vendor. This is Tea and Cakes. I don't know if she's open right now. I know she took some time off because she had a baby. She might be opening up for like certain things now, but I haven't seen wax melts from her recently. But Tea and Cakes is a nice one. This was like a sample size bag. This one is kind of like a, yeah, you get tea, and it's kind of like a lemony, maybe like, I say like lemon tea, and like a light kind of bright white cake type scent. That's what I got. It was nice. This was a nice medium strength, lasted about 18 hours. It was like not quite a day, but pretty close. That one did well. The scent I probably wouldn't repurchase, but I did like the wax, and I will repurchase Country Market Crafts wax if she reopens with wax. I do like her wax a lot. Then in the open layout, I had done Appletinis Flash from Scentsy. This one is like green apple and simple syrup. This one's amazing. And this is in the catalog. You can get this anytime, the spring and summer. Oh, it is so good. This is like just sweet, sweet green apple. I think there's like noshy pear too, but it's like a sweet, syrupy green apple scent. I love it. It's super strong. It fills your house very quickly, very strong. I think this is very open layout worthy for most homes, and it does last a good 24 hours, if not a bit longer. I really like this one. Performance is great on this one. Very happy with that one. Then I did Vanilla Balsam. This is another one that Narina sent from Teddy Bees. And again, I'm not sure of the notes, but this smells like a slightly creamy, like Christmas tree. And one thing I have determined is that Teddy Bees is going to be my go-to for Christmas tree scents. I'm really picky with my tree scents, and Scentsy's are not usually my favorite. Scentsy's are among my least favorite tree scents. But this is really good. This is like what I look for in a tree scent. This is sweet and realistic. You smell the sap. There's like a tiny hint of eucalyptus here, but not much, and I prefer when there's not a ton of eucalyptus in a tree scent. This is sweet and tree-ish like a real tree. I love this one. When I warmed this, it was actually a snowy day outside, and this was perfect. Like, this was just perfect. And I'm saving this cube so I can remember how good her tree scents are, because I do need to remember to order more of those when she releases them again, probably in the fall. That's really good. Performance was amazing. It was a good 24 hours. Could have gone longer, but it was just kind of eucalyptus by the very end. And strength was a solid medium. This one filled the home nicely, like the whole open layout. And it made me like wish I had my tree up. Like, I kept coming around the corner in the hallway and being like, oh my gosh, it's so nice. I wish the tree was up. Like, it just smelled like the tree should be up. I loved it. Loved it. Yeah, that's a good one. So Vanilla Balsam is one I recommend if you ever see it restocked with Teddy Bees. That was fantastic. Then we did Cindy Lou Does Paris. Again, I don't know what the notes on this are. If I had to guess, I would say like Sweet on Paris, the Bath & Body Works type. There's almost like a heliotrope, like floral note here as well. It's a soft kind of cashmere sweet perfumey scent. Like, I would say the category is perfumey, but it's like a cuddly perfumey and very sweet. But I get heliotrope specifically. This was a light blue wax. This one, again, I did in the open layout. And again, there wasn't a ton here, and it performed amazingly. Like, it filled the house fantastically. I would say like 7 or maybe like a 7 out of 10 in strength. Again, went like 36 hours. It did fantastic. Loved that. So I don't know if this would be a repurchase for me scent-wise, but performance-wise, I was very impressed. That did very well, and I really enjoyed it. Then we did Blackberry Jam Butter Cookies from Ella After Wax Co. This is an order I had placed a while back, and I just cut it recently. So I'm starting to use it now. I find like I'll have wax, but if I don't cut it beforehand, I just don't find myself reaching for it. So this is blackberry jam butter cookies. So it's sweet butter cookies and blackberry jam. This is really good. My daughter picked this one out to warm. The blackberry jam in this is so good. Like that's a good blackberry jam note. This was also very strong. I did the whole cupcake muffin thing. It's like a little muffin tart thing. I cut it into 4 and like put a chunk of it in each of my 4 warmers out here. Was nice and strong. I would say like 7 at peak. It did dip to like a 5 or so then. But it stayed at that nice 5 for like, it was a full 2 days. Like it could have maybe gone a bit longer, but I got 48 hours out of it for sure. That was very good. Was impressed with the performance on that, and I loved the scent. Like the scent appeal was very high. I would repurchase that for sure. That was a very good one. So I will be looking for more blends from Ella after with the blackberry jam note, because I really liked that blackberry jam scent there. So that was a good one. Very good performer too. Then Narina was very kind to send me her favorite scent from Teddy Bees, and she said it is cookies and cashmere. Now, this one was probably my favorite thing I've melted in this basket. Oh my gosh. Like, this one is like, I can see why it's Narina's favorite. This is phenomenal. I'm gonna look up the notes on this one because I'm actually really curious. It is like a gently spiced cookie, like not much spice at all, like maybe like 1% spice. And it's a very gentle, soft, sweet cinnamon. But mostly it's this like decadent vanilla bakery cookie with like just the slightest coziness. Like there's nothing perfumey about this cashmere, but it is cozy and like a little bit feminine, but it's mostly cookies. It is so good. I don't know how to describe this one, but it's amazing. I would order for this one specifically, and I'd probably get a loaf of it if I could, like a big boy. That was amazing. That was really good. This one again filled the house like to like an 8 out of 10 strength very quickly, and it lasted again like maybe 36 hours. It was fantastic. Like I love that. I will be looking for more of that one. Next, I did a chunk wax cookie from Becky. This is warm and cozy apple fritter donuts from, I think, Scoopable Tart Wax, scoopabletartwax.com. So this is warm and cozy apple fritter and powdered donuts. This was good. This was, again, a kind of like flurry-ish day. There's like little tiny like snowflakes coming down. It was cloudy. And this was like a nice bakery cinnamon with like apple fritters, and it wasn't overly apple forward. It was like apple fritters, like that nice bakery cinnamon, that glaze, the donut, and just like a hint of baked apple. It was wonderful. Loved that. I would say like performance, this seemed to be a harder wax, and I think it would probably benefit from a hotter warmer. I did put some in my 40 watt Scentsy Edison bulb warmer, and then I did it in my other 3 warmers out here as well, all Scentsy ones. But I think this is a wax that would probably prefer a like hot plate warmer or something a bit hotter. That being said, I did get good performance out of my Scentsy warmers with it. I think I would have gotten better performance with the hotter warmers, but it did well. I would say about a medium strength, and it went for about 18 hours. That was very, very good. I really like that scent, and yeah, that was a good one, so thank you. Then I've done some more Simo wax melts. This is raspberry cheesecake bites, and I did 4 of these. There's these little shapes. I did 4 of these, 1 in each of my 4 warmers in the open layout. And this one is nice. This is like a very traditional, like berry scent. Like when you think like 2000s raspberry scent, this is it. Very traditional raspberry scent. And it's really nice. So I did that. It's kind of like a bit of, I wouldn't say like when I think cheesecake, I think like that kind of like tart note that Scentsy uses. None of that tartness is in here, which I appreciate. So this was good. So I did this, 1 of each of these in the open layout, or 1 of each of these in my warmers in the open layout. And again, this one is a harder wax. I think it would prefer hotter warmers, but I used what I have, and it did do okay. So I got about a medium strength out of it at peak. This one went for about 12 hours, so a bit shorter duration, but it smelled really good while it lasted. So I really enjoyed that one. There's that. And then I did 3 more that my friend Emily had sent. So these are Savannah Blue. This was like a little brick of wax, about like that. So I sliced it into 4 chunks and put it into each of my warmers. And it was probably maybe like a bit more than a Scentsy bar's worth, like a little more wax than a Scentsy bar in total. So this is zombie cookies. It was zucchini bread, cookie dough, and sugar cookies. This one was delicious. This was really, really good. So you got a little bit of zucchini bread, especially at first. The zucchini bread kind of died off more quickly. And then it was just this like wonderful, wonderful sugar cookie note. This was probably one of the better sugar cookie notes I've tried. I really liked her sugar cookie note. So that was good. Savannah Blue's sugar cookie, I was a big fan of. This one did seem to be on the lighter side. I would say maybe medium at peak, but it took a lot of wax to get there. And it was a shorter duration one, and I wish it had gone longer because I loved the scent of this one. How long did it last? I would say like 12 hours. Well, no, it went a little longer. I would say 12 hours you could really smell it. And then overnight, by the morning, you could like sort of smell it over the warmers, but you couldn't really smell it in the space. So it was a little bit shorter that way. But really liked this. And as for repurchasing, I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to use her more. I love that sugar cookie note so much. And I did another one of her sugar cookie blends as well, and I loved that just as much. So there's something about her sugar cookie note that I really, really like. So I'll have to see. But this one was very, very nice. The other one I did by Savannah Blue was pink sugar cookie. This one on cold was mostly pink sugar, like the Aqualina pink sugar dupe. But then on warm, the pink sugar kind of like went to the back seat and this sugar cookie note came out. So it's sugar cookies with pink frosting and sprinkles. This was so good. Like, this was so good. Oh, yeah, it's good. It's like a nice realistic buttery sugary sugar cookie. You do get a little bit of frosting. You definitely got some pink sugar. It was so good. And you do get like sprinkles. This is just good. Yeah, and again, about similar performance to zombie cookies. Same amount of wax. I did it the same way in the open layout. And it and it did fill the space fairly quickly. And it got to about a medium at peak again, so the strength was fine. But again, it didn't last all that long. I would say I put it in at like 9 a.m. By dinner time, it was really, really waning. And by like 7 p.m., I really couldn't smell it anymore. So this one did die off fairly quickly, but I loved it while it was going. That was delicious. She is one that I might order some sugar cookie stuff from. We'll see. But that's a good sugar cookie note. Then we have L3 Waxy Wonders, Belle of the Ball. This is lemon cream cupcakes, sweet coconut, and pineapple. And it was a little bag like this. And it was 4 little shapes. So I put one of each of the shapes in each of my 4 warmers in the open layout. This one is reminding me a lot of a Scentsy scent called Pastelitos on warm. So on cold, this was like, like creamy pineapple and coconut. Yeah. With a bit of lemon bakery. So like if you took a subdued version of lemon chiffon cake, yeah, from Scentsy, toned it down, and then added some pineapple and coconut, like pina colada cha-cha. If you mix like pina colada cha-cha with like a little bit of lemon chiffon cake, I think that's what you would get pretty close to this with. On warm though, there's been like a creaminess coming out on this one. And for me, I always get kind of weirded out when there's creaminess with pineapple. I don't know why, but it gets a little bit like, I don't know. It reminds me of Pastelitos, which also smelled very similar on warm. I like it. It probably wouldn't be a repurchase for me. Just because of that creamy note that comes out on warm. But it does do fairly well. It's in right now, so I can't speak to longevity on this one. But it's a good medium strength in my open layout right now, just with those 4 little like shapes that are like dollar size. So those are doing good. So overall, got through a lot of wax this week, or last couple weeks, or however long it's been. Lots of good stuff there. Really enjoyed almost all of it, really. Yeah, so thank you to my lovely friends who have sent me wax. You certainly don't have to do that, but I appreciate that you did. And I enjoyed the Scentsy I got through too. So there was that. So definitely have some new vendors to check out on my radar. Sassy Girl I've ordered from a couple times now. Love her stuff. Teddy Bees is one I'm going to have to order from probably closer to the holidays. I need more of that cookies and cashmere. And I need more of her tree scents for winter. So she is going to be my go-to for tree scents from now on. And Savannah Blue I'm interested in. I'm intrigued. I might try a couple of her things too and see, because like I said, that cookie note is one of the best I've smelled. I wish it was a bit stronger for longer, but it's really good. Like, really good. I had noticed that Linda H here on YouTube, who's in Florida right now, lucky her, she had done a little update at the end of her last video, just saying how she, you know, is thinking she's going to be stepping back a bit over the summer just because how busy she's going to be and stuff like that. So I thought I would give a channel update as well, just a small one. Nothing's changing here where I am, but you've probably noticed less frequent video uploads from my channel, and that's probably going to continue. Just the way things are right now, that's about what I can do, is about one video a week on average. Some weeks there'll be no videos, some weeks there'll be multiple videos. That's just, it's going to be irregular for the next foreseeable future. For a while there, I could do more regular uploads. I could do what I've been warming on Wednesdays. I could do Wax Wars. I could do all of those things. I don't have the capacity to commit to regular scheduled day of the week uploads right now. So I don't see that changing in the foreseeable future. This is just kind of where my life is at right now, as far as other commitments and my family and work and all that sort of thing. So nothing is changing there. I'm still a consultant. I'm still very involved that way, still with my customers, still actively involved. And I'm still melting and still using all the same things. And I'm still watching everyone else's videos and I'm still uploading my own. But they're not going to be as frequent as they once were. So nothing's changing. Like, it's been this way for a while now. If you've been following my channel, you've probably noticed less uploads over the last few months. I'm just saying that's going to continue. That's going to be kind of par for the course for the foreseeable future. So yeah, I will probably go quieter in the summer, just like I did last summer, just because during the summer, my husband's a teacher. He's home all summer. My daughter's like a child, so she's home all summer. So then I'll have no time with an empty house to film. So that's why summer becomes harder for me to film and upload. But right now it's just work and other commitments in my life right now. So right now it's just hard for me to do specific days of the week. I still love doing these. I still, like, this is going to be something I keep doing. It's just going to be something I do as I have time, as opposed to this like regular upload schedule that I had been trying to keep up for a long time. So like you notice this month, I did not do an empties video. I did not film my melting basket. I wanted to, I didn't get time to, I just didn't have it. So I have the melting basket. I'm using it. I'm melting through it. You'll see my empties at the end of the month, hopefully. I've saved my empties from last month. I hope to do like a double video of it this month, like 2 months worth this month. That is my hope. So you might just see more irregular uploads from me, which you've seen already for a few months. So that's not going to get worse. It's not going to get better. This is just how it's going to be for a while. So nothing terrible is happening. Nothing bad's going on. It's just, this is just what my life looks like right now. So thank you for your patience with that. And thank you for those of you that have like messaged me and checked on me to make sure I'm okay. Yes, I'm okay. Life is just very full. That's all. And full in like a good way. So we're fine. So in a nutshell, what to expect from my channel? Expect the same level of uploads and same number of uploads as you've been seeing for the last few months. Nothing's changing there. Just letting you know that it's okay and this is just what it's going to be for a while. You may see another taper off in the summer. I'll still upload new collections. I'll still do all of that, do my hauls, do my empties and all that kind of stuff. You may see less frequent uploads during July and August specifically. And then hopefully I'll be back to my new regular frequency in September, is my thinking for the channel. So I know a lot of you also wanted to see Ben. He has grown immensely. He is now just over 4 months old and he is 40 pounds. And I'm going to show you him. Here, Ben. Here, Bob. Benny Boo. Hey, buddy. Oh. There's Benny Boo. This is Ben. Okay, he's big. We're not going to be able to lift him up. He's 40 pounds and he's just a lot of dog. I'm going to just turn the camera around. Hey, Ben. What you doing, buddy? Can you sit? You going to sit? Oh, he's a good boy. He's such a good boy. Yes, he is. Hey, Ben. Are you a good puppy? Are you a good puppy? Can you sit? Can you sit? Oh, he's a good boy. He's a good boy. He is. So he is 4 months old. And he's 40 pounds and he's a very big puppy. And his ears turn inside out very often. and he's got a very soft chin. And I woke him up from a nap. He's got a very fluffy head and a very curly back. Yes, you do. So that is Ben. His nickname is Benny Boo, and he's a very good boy. He goes to daycare now, so he gets to burn off steam and play with his friends and his family. He gets to see his mom and dad there, so he has lots of fun. Do you have anything to say, Ben? Anything to say, or are you good? You a good puppy? He's a good puppy. Okay, you say bye, Ben. Bye, Ben.